So the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Ultra might just be the foldable game changer we've all been waiting for, because Samsung is finally addressing the core issues that have held people back from fully embracing foldables. I've got some fresh updates about this phone, including its camera specs, early launch date, premium materials, and even its price. Let's dive right in. What's up guys, Sal here. So if you've been following my coverage on the Z Fold 6 Ultra or Slim, you already know that this phone is getting bigger screens than the regular Fold 6. 6.5 inches on the outside and a massive 8 inches on the inside. But more importantly, it's getting a wider screen, just wide as the S24 Ultra. That's right, this means the Z Fold 6 Ultra will essentially resemble two S24 Ultras joined by a hinge, albeit with smaller screens. This alone makes it a significant upgrade. But wait, there's more. Samsung is also stepping up its camera game. According to Galaxy Club, who's got a stellar track record, the under-display camera on the Z Fold 6 Ultra is getting a bump from 4 megapixels on the Z Fold 6 to 5 megapixels on the Ultra. This marks the first time they're upgrading the sensor since it debuted on the Z Fold 3. Sure, it's not a massive jump in megapixels, and you might wonder why they aren't using the typical 10 or 12 megapixel sensors from their regular phones. Well, here's the thing. Under-display cameras need to capture more light, and lower megapixel sensors have larger pixel size that help with that. For example, the 4 megapixel sensor has a 2 micron pixel size, while the S24 Ultra's 12 megapixel unit has only 1.4 micron pixel size. That's why they're sticking with smaller megapixels. It helps avoid making everything look dark under the display. Galaxy Club also revealed other camera specs. For example, the cover screen selfie camera will remain 10 megapixels, same as the Fold 6. The ultra-wide camera is still 12 megapixels, again just like the Fold 6. They didn't share details about the main and zoom cameras, so it's still unclear whether the Z Fold 6 Ultra will have a periscope zoom camera. Rumors suggest the Ultra's camera setup will be better than the regular Fold 6, so fingers crossed for that periscope lens, because that's the one thing I really miss on the Fold 6. Now let's talk materials. Korean media says Samsung is using titanium for the phone's backplate. I'm not talking about the back of the phone is still glass, but a metal plate behind the display that gives the phone structure. This likely means the frame could be made from titanium too, which is tougher than aluminum and adds more strength. So if you drop it, there's less chance of denting. Next up is the phone's thickness. Initially, we heard it could be as thin as 10mm, down from 12.1 on the Fold 6. But the Elect, citing industry insiders, says it won't be quite that slim. Samsung's reportedly being cautious about making it too thin too quickly, fearing it might compromise reliability. After all, no one wants a super slim phone that's fragile, so it's expected to be somewhere between 11 and 11.5mm. The Fold 6 Ultra won't have S Pen support, so removing the digitizer alone shaves off 0.6mm from the regular Fold's thickness. We'll have to wait and see how much more Samsung can trim off that 11.5mm. Another report from South Korea mentions that Samsung might launch the phone earlier than expected, possibly on September 25th in South Korea. But remember, it's only getting a limited release in these two countries. As for the price, it's rumored to be around 2.8 million won, which is roughly $2,100 in South Korea. You might think, hey, that's just $200 more than the Fold 6, so no big deal, right? Well, not exactly. Samsung prices its phone differently depending on the region. For instance, the Z Fold 6 is $300 cheaper in South Korea than in the US. So if the Ultra is $500 more expensive in Korea, that's a pretty big price jump. Of course, if you don't live there, you can't buy the Z Fold 6 Ultra, but you can get the Z Fold 6. Samsung is offering some tempting deals as part of their back-to-school summer promotion, including $300 instant credit, a 15% off for students, and a bundle offer where you can save 25% on the Watch Ultra, Watch 7, or Buds 3 lineup. Plus, there are some great deals on the S24 lineup, Tab S9 lineup, the new watches, the Buds 3, and more. Click the link in the description for more details. And here's my review of the Z Fold 6. You can check it out right here, and I'll see you there.